Hey everybody, and welcome back to what is almost definitely going to be the last part of this Limbo playthrough. So this is the last section we ended on at the end of the last video. So moving on to more fun with gravity. So the only thing you've missed between these playthroughs is, if it had saved properly, we would have come down this ladder back into this lovely forested area. I really like the light coming through the trees there, and that bird call, I assume it is. Does that happen every time I walk past there? Yeah, I'm going to assume that's some sort of bird call. Which sounds a little bit more pleasant than anything we've seen so far, or at least anything we've heard so far. This is actually looking like quite a nice area. Let's go and change that horribly. You've got that hum in the background, sort of electrically hum. So in this section we've got magnets on the bar at the top there, and I think we've got a gravity field that doesn't apply to us. Not really sure why. There's a few different sort of gravity systems in this game, and I don't think it's ever been a problem. I've not really noticed until now when it's affected me, when it hasn't. It's just been, here's a puzzle, this is what the gravity is like in this particular puzzle. I think if I thought a little bit more about it, I'd imagine these machines would let me know what was going to be going on. Because you've got the arrows that affect me as well. But like I say, it's never come up where there's been two different ones using the same puzzle. So if I switch on the magnet and I switch gravity back on, nothing's going to happen. But if I switch on the magnet now, switch gravity back on, then the block on this side is going to rise. I thought that one was magnetised to the bottom. Let's remember to switch off gravity first. If I time it right. And again, it's all timing puzzles. But I think the rest of the game is all timing puzzles, and I just don't enjoy them as much as the start of the game. I don't like not being able to describe why I don't like something. That's why this game bothers me so much with that hotel sign marking the middle point, where I feel like before that it's a really good game, and after that it's only a moderately good game, or better than moderate. It's not quite the same. And not being able to put that into words really frustrates me. I really like being able to say, this is why I don't like something. Suicide Squad was a terrible film for many reasons, but what if I had to say this is why, it would be Suicide Squad is a terrible film because it did not understand how its characters should have interacted with each other and interacted with the plot. Limbo gets bad after the hotel marker, probably because it's about much more meticulous timing. But even then, when I think about the puzzles that before then, there was some timing mechanics involved. Anyway, let's move on. Did I? No. So what I think I've got to do here, it takes just a little bit longer for this block to rise than it does for that one. So what I want to do is switch that on, and yes, that one doesn't hit the magnetized bars at the top, so it falls back down. One thing I must say about the hotel section that I'd never really thought about before, and again I keep going back to that section in my head, another lovely atmospheric change there. The first time I played this game I really didn't pick up on the theme of loneliness. It's not until I read interviews with the developers that I realised that was something they were trying to get across in here. Thinking about the hotel section, I think it's actually another, I didn't pick up on the time, but another key moment in emphasising this theme, because in order to progress you've got to switch off the hotel side. You've got to switch off this sign that there is other people out there in the world who aren't necessarily these xenophobic natives that we dealt with in the forest section. I think that I will not jump off there and grab that because I'm doing it too late. So let's swap it. I think what I've got to do here is use the momentum of the thing, so as soon as it appears, and then we drop, and then so I pressed down thinking that would drop me when what I should have pressed was control, because control is the button you press to do everything in this game. So let's try that again. Nope. Didn't give it enough time then. So reset and go. Nope. No, I'm not sure. I feel like I'm timing it exactly the same as I did the first time when I managed to grab hold of it. I guess I'm doing it a little bit too soon now. I'm pressing all the buttons. I'm pressing like every button that I can press to let go of that thing. I'm kind of worried that the fantastic 80s movie Tron was actually super realistic in its depiction of how computer games work. So I pressed up to jump off, which feels really unintuitive. That was badly done. And we're back to the hotel sign, but much bigger and much more threatening, and at least I don't have to do... no, that's not the button to press. I don't know why, but I find it really hard to work out... Ah, okay, so now to jump I've got to press... Got to press left to jump when gravity is trying to take you right, which makes sense. It just doesn't quite feel right. I definitely pressed the button then. I'm pretty sure my time was off, so I would have died anyway, but so Limbo is a game about putting yourself in danger, which means I think I've got to jump when that light's on. Now. This is not the video I intended to make. Oh, No, I don't feel like they give you a lot of time. So I'm just being either a little bit too over or under cautious. Why can't I work this out? Okay. Now. And jump. Okay. Definitely going to have to jump while it's switched on, so let's go now. And back. Now we made it. Part of me wants to know what happens if you go left, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to kill me, and I don't want to have to go through that whole section again. So we're just gonna carry on right. So yeah, is this the same hotel sign as before? We've got the H and the O, so I'm assuming it is the hotel sign. I'm just wondering if it was supposed to be, if it was designed, if it was supposed to be the same hotel sign, but it's much bigger now for some story reason, and if so, I'm trying to work out what it is. Like, is it supposed to seem much more threatening? Because it certainly was much more dangerous. And the world itself has shifted a little bit. We had that wonderful section when we're running towards what we believe to be our sister. That's the thing. Limbo is a game about a boy trapped in a hostile world trying to rescue his sister, and that's not mentioned anywhere in the game. There's no way to pick up, even when you see the person that you're after. There's no way to tell that's your sister. We only know this because that's what the developers said in interviews, in writings outside of the game. But yeah, Limbo is a game about a boy trying to rescue his sister, and we had that wonderful section where we were running towards the person we believed to be our sister. The brainworm got us, took us away, and the entire world had changed. Everything was different when we went back. So we know the world is shifting. We know that this is not... I pressed the button. I promise you I pressed the button. I really did. What I hadn't actually noticed until this playthrough was that those things actually have timers on them, so you can see how long you've got left. Oh, I think it's really, really well designed. The sound effects, the horrible animation of when the boy gets killed by those things, because I have seen it so many times, and every time it still disturbs me. I still feel like it is the most painful, terrible thing, and it is entirely my fault that it's happened to this boy who does not deserve it. So listen to the music, the beat, this constant beat that tells us, builds up to when the music's going to change. Because I'm pretty sure that's going to stay with us for quite a while now. Oh, damn it. as you, I'm really bad at actually working out the timing on these things. Oh, so close. So all the way through, Limbo has had this the scene. There's only really one main sound effect going. There's only one background sound at any time. You've got electrical hums. You've got wind in the forest. You've got rain. You've got the flooding. There's only ever one sound, and right now they're doing this layering. You've got the constant beat going on, and on top of that these kind of hopeful tones. Which really play well against the horrible, horrible death that keeps happening to this guy. They contrast so well. Oh, the way the light went out in his eyes, like after he'd died. Then a few seconds after. So I was just about to say how that seemed like he still seemed quite a horrible death. Oh no. Don't. Yes. I feel so bad every time he dies, because every time he dies I know it's my fault. So if we start here, maybe we can use that as a good distance to time ourselves for... Nope, that was a bad distance. That was too soon, that was too soon. Yep, that was definitely too soon. So we're starting there. I think we might have it. Limbo is a story told in black and white of a boy trying to find his sister in a horrible, unforgiving world. And it doesn't matter who it is he's trying to find, really. We don't know it's his sister in the game, but that doesn't matter. Because Limbo is a game about loneliness and just trying to find somebody. And it's about the horrible feeling of being lonely. It's about feeling rejected again and again by society, feeling like you can't connect with anybody, feeling like there is just nobody there to connect with. And it's not something I picked up on in my first playthrough. And it's very subtle in many ways. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful game. that I really enjoyed playing. And I think after all of that, this little boy has earned this. And even there, at that very last second, we still don't get the satisfying conclusion of her even turning around to notice us. But at the same time, given all the horrors that we faced in this game, I'm really glad that it cuts there. So we don't find out that she's just another horror in the world. I really like that ending. And I'd like to really thank all of you for watching this with me. I've been John. This has been Limbo. Thanks for tuning in.